Hi, Erika.
Hi, Cindy. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
I'm so excited to do this little interview with you. Of course, I've never done this before. Have you done this before?
I have not.
Okay, so let's just see how it goes. So let me tell everybody who you are. Erika is a hairstylist and makeup artist that I work with whenever I can when I'm working in Massachusetts. We first met when she started working with my portrait clients, doing hair and makeup before their portraits. And now if I ever have the choice, she's absolutely my first choice for hair and makeup for my clients.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And when she came and started working with me, I said, hey, I've got this safe makeup that I really want you to use with my clients. And she wasn't that familiar with it, but she was thrilled to try it. And I'm grateful that she did. And so I got her using my beauty counter makeup kit with my clients. And she became my best client, buying up everything she could until I finally convinced her to just become a consultant. So she became a consultant to help me sell Beauty Counter. But of course, she doesn't sell anything because she doesn't like to sell. But
I'm still your best client.
She's still my best client, right? Even as a consultant, she's my best client. So, and she's converted her whole makeup kit to safe cosmetics. So not just Beauty Counter, but some other brands as well. And I think that she's got a lot to tell us about safe beauty and safe makeup, and about how to get ready for portraits in general, right? So, Erika, what I was hoping that you could do is to start off by telling everybody sort of who you are and what you do.
Well, as you said, I'm a makeup artist and hairstylist, and I had the pleasure to meet you over 2 years ago when I moved from New York City here to Boston, and I started working with you and doing hair and makeup for your clients, and I feel very lucky to found you. And you said everything already, so.
All right, cool. So, I guess I want to jump to this question about, you're a professional makeup artist, and obviously you do portrait work for me. So you do makeup and hair before portraits, but what else do you do in terms of hair and makeup? Like, what other kinds of clients do you work with?
Well, I lived in New York City for over 12 years. So I had the opportunity to do makeup and hair for everything, for runway, fashion, TV, what else? Photo shoots, everything. So
Weddings as well?
weddings as well, which I really love doing weddings. It's one of my favorite things to do. And I still do a lot of weddings here. And I'm also an image consultant, so I do hair, body analysis, color analysis, and closet consultations, all that stuff.
I miss that about having you. So context for this interview is, of course, I've moved 2 hours away, so I'm in Connecticut, and now I only get to work with you when I'm back up in Massachusetts. So I miss having you on all my portrait sessions, because generally what we would do is you would finish hair and makeup, they would start getting dressed for their portraits, and I would say, okay, Erika, should they wear this necklace or that one, or what color looks great? And so it was really nice to have you be able to be a consultant on many different levels, not just hair and makeup. So girl, you are very well-rounded, and I love that about you. I'm going to put on my flashy glasses now so I can see my questions. They're very glary, but so this would annoy the heck out of me if I were taking someone's picture wearing these. You know that, right? I would be like, you can't wear those. They're not on glare.
But you're okay.
Yes, but I can do whatever I want. So do as I say, not as I do. So I wanted to get onto this topic of clean beauty and safe beauty. And I tend to use the word safe beauty. Some people use the word clean beauty. Like, what does this stuff mean? Can you just give us a little bit of context around that?
Well, the first thing that we really need to know is some people think that it's just a trend or that there's nothing important about it. But the first thing that we really need to know is that the fact that the FDA doesn't approve any products before they get on shelves. So that puts a lot of responsibility on us, the consumers, to know what ingredients are in our products and what we are putting in our bodies, because there's a lot of harmful ingredients in all the cosmetics that we use every day. So when we are choosing any product, it is important not only to look at the at the packaging of it, because sometimes it just says some words like natural, organic, or botanical, whatever. But all those words are not regulated and they don't mean anything. So it's very important to look at the ingredients, and so that we can really see what we are putting on our face or our bodies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I appreciate that, because I think there are a lot of brands out there, and I won't name them, but brands that we have this perception that they're really clean, they're safe, they're different, they're somehow better. And maybe they're a little bit pricier, so we think that they're better for us, but it seems like those are not necessarily the better brands, and because they include ingredients that aren't really safe.
Exactly, and sometimes we tend to look for natural products, which is not always the best thing to do, because there are a lot of natural ingredients that are not safe for us, that are actually toxic.
That's a good point. People ask me that a lot. Well, oh, is it all natural? And I say, well, it's mostly natural. So it's interesting that you point out that there's natural stuff that's bad for us. So watch out.
And there's a lot of people who has so many allergies to so many natural ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. That's a thing that we have to watch.
Right. Okay. So moving toward portrait clients for a minute. So obviously, we have this mutual desire to use safe products with people, but pretend like we're not even talking about safe products for the moment. Let's just talk about people getting portraits, because that's my bread and butter, right? Is people coming for portraits. Do you have any tips to help them get ready for portraits? Anything that they can do before they get here, before the makeup artist gets started with them?
So I will suggest the same that I suggest to my brides. Like the way they can get ready is just getting their skin prep for the photo shoot or for the wedding. They can always if they want to get a facial, I always recommend to have it at least 3 weeks before. Yeah. And it's also very important to have a really good skin care routine, which includes like a cleanser, serum, moisturizer, toner, so the skin can be in the best condition before they apply the makeup. And of course, to drink plenty of water.
Mm-hmm. I think that makes a big difference. And as not as the makeup artist, but as the photographer, I can really tell when somebody comes in and they've taken good care of their skin. I can tell that it makes the makeup artist's job easier. And frankly, it makes my job easier later when I'm going through the images and retouching the images and whatnot. Exactly. I don't know if you agree with me or not, but I've been thinking lately, especially for men, I think men are not thinking about skincare as much as women are. It's not marketed to them as much. Mm-hmm. And honestly, when I'm editing pictures of men, I keep thinking to myself, get an eye cream. Guys, get an eye cream. I wish that, I desperately want them to hydrate around their eyes. What do you think about that? Am I crazy?
You're not. I just think that they may think to look at it as a girl thing, and even when we do the photo shoots, and I have to do some makeup on them, and some guys are like, are you crazy? What are you gonna put on my face? Like, I don't need any makeup. But yes, they do any makeup, because they do a little bit of makeup because you are using like the same lights and the same camera, and they have the same skin, like everybody needs a little bit of help. So
exactly.
Skincare is not only for girls, it's for guys, it's for everyone.
Right.
Even for kids.
Yeah, especially I have a 10-year-old, and I'm starting to think about how to introduce skincare for her too. So we'll get there. That'll be the topic for another conversation, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm kind of skipping around in my questions that I was planning to ask you, but thinking about your makeup kit now that you use for clients, so either for portrait clients or wedding clients or whatever. I know you switched over to a safe makeup kit. Can you tell us about sort of what products are in that makeup kit? maybe what's different about it now compared to how it was before. Just tell us about what's in your makeup kit today.
Well, I do have a full kit of clean beauty products for my clients who request this kind of makeup, like moms to be, or people with allergies, or people that are now more conscious about it. And so it includes everything, like foundations, concealers, blush, lipstick, lip gloss, mascaras, and all of them, like blushes, like cream blushes, powder blushes, everything. I have everything available for them.
And how much of it is Beauty Counter versus other brands?
I will say most of my clean beauty makeup kit is Beauty Counter.
Okay. And if people couldn't find what they were looking for from Beauty Counter, can you just name a couple of other brands that you've used successfully where you think that it's a high quality product?
Well, there's a lot of good quality makeup brands, like RMS, Ilia, Lila B. What else? What else can I? Ere Perez. Yeah, there's a few.
Okay.
But I really, really like the quality of the Beauty Counter products. That's what I use them the most. Of course, I have my favorite ones and the ones that I don't like. So I will replace them with something else. Yeah. But yeah, in general, I really like them.
So thank you, because I think it's helpful to acknowledge that like no one brand can cover every single thing. Even if it's a brand that we love and a brand that we support and that we sell. So I appreciate sort of getting a little glimpse on what some of the other safe beauty brands are. I'm also wondering, like, this is, really a question, not just for you, but for sort of the clean beauty industry altogether. Like, what's missing? Like, what is it that you have in your makeup kit now that, from, let's say, from your pre-Beauty Counter days when you weren't thinking quite so much about safe or clean beauty, what do you still need from that old kit that you can't live without?
For like an everyday makeup, I can easily do a full face with clean beauty products only. But if I'm doing a bride or any kind of makeup that I need it to be long lasting and waterproof, I'm not able to replace those waterproof products with clean alternatives just yet. But I will say, like, or even like for brides, the airbrushing foundation is very popular. So the airbrush foundation, that's something that is missing. But I will say in general, waterproof products.
Right.
Because there are a lot of water resistant, which is not the same. But for brides, I really need to use waterproof.
Yeah.
And especially because there's a lot of people are not familiar with clean brands. So it is very important. I gotta have different alternatives. It's not possible to have clean products in my kit only. Just because they don't know the products, they may think that they don't perform very well. So I gotta have the other brands that everyone knows,
that they're more familiar with.
Yeah.
And how do you think they perform? Like, I think, I'm not a makeup expert, obviously. I'm hardly wearing any at all. But as far as I can tell, for the most part, most of the Beauty Counter products perform incredibly well. But how do you think they perform, putting the waterproof issue aside, how do you think they perform compared to the old stuff?
They are very comparable with the other professional makeup brands. They really are.
Any particular like products that you find that perform really well, or things that you especially love from the?
I really like the concealers. I love the packaging. I think that it's very, very practical, easy to use. I love the foundation shades because sometimes there are so many brands with a huge foundation range.
Yeah.
So it's very overwhelming for the clients to choose the right shade. I really like that about Beauty Counter, that it's very easy to use. I love their lipsticks. They are really, really pigmented and moisturizing. What else? What else I love? The eyeshadows I love. They are really easy to blend. All the shades are very neutral. And I love the way they are arranged. So it's very easy for them to combine the colors, you know, because sometimes if you don't know a lot of makeup, you don't know what colors to use. So they are how would I say? They are very easy to use because in one container you have the shades that work together.
Right. They're sort of laid out in a simple format, sort of these three colors go together.
Exactly.
Yeah. I know you're thinking of that one palette, what is it, Necessary Neutrals? No.
That one, yes.
Yeah, that's your favorite, right? I don't know if it's still your favorite. It was your favorite for a while.
It's my favorite because I think that it's, you can do any look just with that palette. Like a basic look, any like bridal look.
Yes, right. So for my portrait clients, I generally say like we can cover almost everything with Beauty Counter products, except for the false lashes, because you know I can't live without false lashes.
That makes a huge difference, and that is one of the other things that I was missing, the false eyelashes.
Yeah, I love them. I want to wear them every day. I've only worn them once in my whole life. But anyway, I think they're amazing. I love them.
But you know what? I did a client. She was pregnant and she didn't want to use any toxic ingredient, and she didn't want to use the glue for the eyelashes.
Mm-hmm.
So she had these magnetic eyelashes.
Yeah.
Used.
And they worked?
They worked, yeah.
Good. I haven't, so clients have told me about them, but I don't think we've ever actually used them in a shoot. So
there are alternatives for someone who doesn't want any of the bad stuff.
Good. Okay. So thinking about you and your own makeup. So obviously, you know, you have this full makeup kit and you do a full face of makeup for lots of really important special occasions. But you're a mom who also likes to wear makeup, but you're busy and you're running a business and you have a little kid running around and things to do. So like, what is your daily routine like? Do you do a full face of makeup every day, or what do you do?
You know what, depending on how much time I have, but honestly, I never have more than 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. But I'm able to do like a full face makeup routine like in 5 minutes. So it's pretty much, I do a little bit of concealer. If I need foundation, I'll do foundation. Blush is always it's a must for me. And highlighter, it makes a huge difference because sometimes by using highlighter, you don't need to apply bronzer or do any contour because by doing the highlighter, it's just like it makes the contrast. So what else do I use? Mascara and sometimes lipstick or lip gloss.
Mm-hmm. What are you wearing right now?
It's a new product from Ilia that I'm
on your lips. That's your lip color. Mm-hmm. What about your eyes? Let's see your eyes.
It's a new palette from Ilia too.
What the heck? It's beautiful.
I was doing my makeup. I was doing my makeup and I was like, I hope she doesn't.
I hope she doesn't ask me what I'm wearing.
Now I think that the only Beauty Counter product that I'm using is the concealer.
What? All right.
Oh, and you know what? What else I'm using? I'm using the brow gel, which I cannot live without.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Okay, so today I'm like looking at myself and I'm like, I feel super, super pale. So let me tell you what I'm wearing. I did my moisturizer routine, which I'm loving, the skincare. And then I like looked in the video and I'm like, oh my God, my face is all red. So I ran in and I used some concealer and foundation and nothing else. Okay. So that's what I've got on. Yeah, don't judge. Don't judge. Okay. This is me
You look great. I
on
think
a
that you
daily
look
basis.
great.
Of course, I've never actually had you do my makeup, which I realized as I was putting this whole interview concept together, which is a shameful thing for me to say.
How is that possible, right?
No.
I've never done your makeup
I
before.
know. We need an excuse for that.
We are always busy. We are always busy
Yes.
when we see each other.
So if you said this, like if I said to you, Erika, what should I wear? Like, what would you recommend for somebody like me?
Well, I do know you, and I know that you don't like to wear a lot of makeup and that you don't have the time to apply a lot of makeup. But I also know that you really take care of your skin. So you use the right products and good quality products. So what I will do, I will do just a little bit of the tinted moisturizer because it has very sheer coverage. Maybe a little bit of concealer if you need it.
I do.
Brow gel, brow gel. Eyeliner maybe, and a little bit of lip gloss and blush.
Yeah.
And I think that do you use blush?
No, that's one of the products I never use. I never use blush.
That makes a huge difference, and it just gives you that healthy glow.
Yeah.
And if you use the Beauty Counter tinted moisturizer, I highly recommend you to get the cream blush because it blends very, very well with the tinted moisturizer.
When you say the tinted moisturizer, are you talking about the Dew Skin with the SPF or the Tint Skin regular foundation?
No, the
Dew Skin?
The one with the SPF. Mm-hmm. Because
Yeah.
it has very light coverage.
Yeah.
It gives you a really nice finish.
Yeah. Okay.
Some people don't like it because they prefer matte finish.
Yeah.
So for those people, I would recommend to get the foundation. And if they are afraid of the foundation because it may look too thick or so.
You know what? That reminds me, we have a question about foundation from Christina. Christina asked about the best way to prepare her skin for foundation. She says, I mostly wear Dew Skin, the tinted moisturizer with SPF, but occasionally do wear foundation. And I'm always self-conscious because I feel like it's really visible. It's probably just me because I don't wear makeup that much, but is there a way to prep your skin so that you get a maximum absorption of the foundation for the most natural look?
I found out that when using that foundation, it's always better to apply it with a brush because it really gets into your skin. And if you want a more sheer coverage, it's always good to mix it with the tinted moisturizer or with any moisturizer.
Okay.
Do you remember? I don't know if they are still selling it. The one with the one that is very luminescent.
The illuminating cream.
Yeah, I really, really love mixing it with it, and it really gives you a beautiful finish.
Yeah, I love that too. So I've used that almost as a primer before foundation, but I've never mixed it with foundation.
If you mix it, it's gonna be a light. It's gonna make it lighter.
Okay.
It's not gonna give you the full coverage.
Right. Okay. Yes. So that's the we talked about this, and it's the illuminating cream, and I have it from a holiday set from last year, but it's also in a holiday set this year. I just can't remember which one. But I have a feeling, so when they bring back a product for a second year in a holiday set, sometimes that's a really good sign that they're going to add it to the permanent line, but we'll see.
Yeah, I got two last year because I really liked it, and I was so afraid that they didn't.
Yeah, I don't think people have any idea what to do with that. So this is a really helpful tip. We got to get the word out about how to use the illuminating cream.
And I love it, and I always use it on my brides, on their arms or
Yeah. It's just
difficult.
can you see a shimmer from it? It's just like the
It's
tiniest shimmer.
it doesn't have any shimmer on it. It just gives you like this healthy looking skin,
Glow, yeah.
like glow, yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes
But not shiny. It's like
not fine. It doesn't look like
a matte finish somehow. Yeah.
this, no. And sometimes I use it. I wear it on my bare skin. No foundation, no tinted moisturizer, nothing. And it really makes a difference. Your skin looks healthier.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. All right, I'm going to tell Christina that, and then and we'll tell everybody. Okay, what else do I need to ask you? I think we've covered a lot of stuff here that I had in mind. But maybe you could just tell us so I want people to be able to find you. I want them to be able to buy Beautycounter from you because I want you to be like a real Beautycounter consultant who's selling, selling without selling, of course. But I want them to be able to find you to buy Beautycounter, but I want them to be able to find you to hire you for makeup and hair and to hire you as a stylist as well. So where can they find you for all of that stuff?
They can check out my work. My website is erikafranco.com.
So Erika Franco is ErikaFranco.
Correct. ErikaFranco.
Okay.
.com. And my website, Erika@erikafranco.com. And also my Instagram page.
You have like several Instagram pages. So which one should people follow for what?
Franco Beauty is for my makeup work. Mm-hmm. And Franco Beauty Counter is I have makeup looks that I've created using Beautycounter.
Okay. And now if they want to buy from you on the Beautycounter site, they would go to beautycounter.com/Erika Franco.
Correct.
Okay, cool. And just, if you buy from Erika, obviously she gets a commission from that. And if you buy from Erika, I get a little tiny piece of that too. So we just have to put that out there so people don't think, oh my God, you didn't tell me you were benefiting from this. Yes, we could benefit from this if you buy through Erika. All right.
If anyone has any question about any products, because sometimes they don't know how to use them, I will be more than happy to help them.
Awesome.
To any products, so they have to send me an email.
Okay, that's how they can get you. Yes. Is through email first. Okay, tell us the email one more time.
Erika@erikafranco.com.
Okay. All right, awesome. When we hang up, I'm going to be like, there were 40 other questions I forgot to ask you. But if that happens, then I think we'll have to do this again. But before we hang up, let me know, are there other things that you had hoped to say or share with our audience we don't even know who our audience is, right? But we'll find out. Are there other things that you wanted to say today?
I think, why don't you tell them why Beautycounter?
You tell them why Beautycounter.
Okay. So I really like Beautycounter because I know that there are a lot of different safe cosmetic brands out there, but I really like their mission because they are advocating for safer beauty, and I also like that they have like a lot of products from shampoo to foundation. They also have skincare and shampoo for kids. So you can find anything you need in one place. So that's great for new people in the clean.
Right. And and about the Never List. I know you mentioned the Never List to me before our call. So the Never List, of course, being like Beautycounter's list of 1,500 ingredients that they won't include in their products.
Yeah, there are I don't know if most people know this, but there are over 80,000 chemicals found in cosmetics, majority of which have not been tested for safety. And Europe has banned over 1,400 harmful ingredients in their cosmetics, but the US only 30, which is alarming and it's very upsetting. And Beauty Counter has banned over 1,500.
Great. So they have a really scrupulous ingredient selection, which I think is our top concern. Right? So we need to be more concerned about the actual ingredients that are included in our products, as opposed to, you know, sort of, as you mentioned earlier, sort of how they're sourced, right? If we can't, natural isn't good enough, we really need to look at every single product in there to see if it's a safe product, if it's a safe ingredient for us. And you also mentioned, where do you like to go to check safety of ingredients?
I like Credo Beauty and Folane. So they have all non-toxic products. It's like the Sephora for the
okay.
So you can go there, play with the products, and because sometimes you really need to touch the products and play with them before you buy them. So
of course, Beauty Counter has 2 stores now that are in our region, right, where you can go touch and play with products too.
I know, it's great. I love the one in New York. I haven't been in the one in Boston yet. But.
Yeah, the Boston one just opened, so I'm sure you'll get there. I've not been to either, so I'm jealous that you've been there.
Is it a temporal store?
I think the Boston one is temporary. The New York one, I think, is permanent-ish. Yeah. So as permanent as anything can be in New York. But
yeah, it's one of the first things that I do when I go to New York.
Go stop by Beauty Counter. I love it. One more resource I want to mention is the Environmental Working Group database. It's called the Skin Deep database. And they analyze personal care products ingredient by ingredient and give them a score. And that's actually how I first learned about Beauty Counter, was having followed Environmental Working Group for a long time. And I was choosing products from there, especially sunscreens. I happened to get a sunscreen through Environmental Working Group. I got a sample pack. Included in it was Beauty Counter. And that was actually my first encounter with the company. Second encounter was with my mentor, Christine, but that came a lot later. So, okay. Any last words before we hang up?
No, those apps, I think that they are great. A little scary because if you start checking all of the products that you have, you'll
get a lot of bad news, unfortunately.
Yeah.
True. All right, Erika. Well, thank you so much for being so brave to do this with me, especially when I told you I'd never done it before and I had no idea what we were doing.
Thank you so much, Cindy. It was great talking to you about something that we are passionate about.
Yeah, I'm so glad to have you in this mission with me. And my only request is that you would please move to Connecticut so we can work together more often, because I need you really for all my photo shoots.
I know, that would be great. I miss you so much.
All right, I'm gonna end our recording. So bye everybody. We'll talk to you later.
Bye. Thank you so much.